Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Kranzer, and today I'm going to be playing Greymane in a quick match. So no promises on quality of game or team compositions or intelligent play or anything like that. It's a free-for-all ass-slapping good time. That's what we're going to have. But today I want to talk about the Greymane build that I'm using after the patch of July 14th, 2016. Where he's been buffed a little bit, and I didn't think he needed buffed at all. Level 1, I pick up Viciousness for the 1 second longer duration on his W, as well as the ability to have his abilities refresh the duration, so that he can keep it going longer and abuse people more. It's pretty straightforward. It goes well with the rest of the talent picks. Now, Greymane got a couple changes. I could run through them, but for the most part, they were just like cooldown reductions on some abilities, damage increases slightly, a couple flops on the talents. Overall, he stayed pretty much the same, but he did get a significant a significant ability change at level 16. And I was actually kind of surprised when I saw that change, considering how strong he already is in an auto attack sense. Like when I think auto attackers in this game, Illidan and the Butcher are the ones that come to mind the most as far as auto attacks. And for whatever reason, they saw fit to. He already has a pretty good attack speed steroid in his W, but they decided to improve it as well. After 4 seconds of that ability being active, being his, I don't know what the W is actually called, his W ability. After 4 seconds of it being active, if you pick up that talent at level 16, he gets like an extra 40% attack speed increase. So it's like a total of 90% attack speed, which is pretty significant, I mean, to say the least. Now, I'm trying to bring up the notes as I'm doing this right now. It's not working out with me. That change right there alone in sustained areas, not so great on this map for objective play, but for objectives like the Immortals or the Infernal Shrines with the lots of little dudes. That talent at 16 would just be massive. I can just imagine his ability to clear an Immortal is already really high. But now it's just gonna get buffed to shit. But anyway, going through his stuff, right? So his basic human damage was decreased by 5. Not a very big nerf, just 5 damage. His trait got a 10% increase in damage, so now it's no longer 40%, it's 50%. So they're kind of weighing it towards where they want you to be more of a in the Worgen form more often. Now, they want you to poke, obviously, with your human form and your cocktails and all that, but they really want you to be in the Worgen form for combat more often if they're gonna keep buffing its aspects. Greymane cocktail saw an increase in its secondary explosion damage, and the cooldown was increased by 2 seconds. So they want to make the pokes, when you do hit it every 10 seconds, to be more damaging. That's fine. I still don't use that ability that often. The one that I was surprised about here was go for the throat. They increased the cooldown from 60 to 80, but also increased the damage. Like it was already being used. It was being used too often, I guess. So they increased the cooldown by 20 seconds, but the damage increase on it is going to make getting resets a lot easier, I guess, so that you use it less often. But 80 seconds, 20 seconds, it's not really a big deal. It's still going to be up most of the time when you need it. Big change, mark for the kill. When you hit a target that is vulnerable, it now refreshes the duration, and it can happen indefinitely. So if you wanted to play more of a human form, like this would probably have been a decent game for me to be human form, with all the knockbacks and CC that they had and the no healing that we had. Probably would have been a decent game for me to go human form and show off mark for the kill. But I didn't. I wanted to kind of do this build that I'm doing now. But it happens unlimitedly, so you can refresh. So you throw it on a tank, shoot the tank. As long as you keep shooting that tank, he'll be vulnerable the whole time, which is pretty powerful. The range was reduced by 40% on it, and the cooldown was reduced by 10 seconds. Talents, Insatiable, got an increase in mana return by 5, from 5 to 10 per attack. That's whatever. Incendiary Elixir quest got messed around with. Don't really care about that. Concentrated Blast got removed, which is the while your W ability is active, your Qs hit harder. That got removed. And they replaced it with the Eager Wolf talent, which increases your attack speed bonus by 40% after Inner Beast has been active for 4 seconds, which is crazy, because it's already 50%. At level 20, in addition to the effects currently for Unleashed, which is your upgraded Go for the Throat, it also increases the damage of Go for the Throat by 25% for 10 seconds, and it goes up to 100%. So if you dunk a person, you start doing a dunk train, like execute style, like Darius from League of Legends, it just stacks damage higher and higher. It's pretty powerful. And I did notice here that I didn't pick my ult for whatever reason right away. I should have. I mean, I still killed this dude, but I could have got the ult kill. And then Greymane Roulette, the new functionality on it is the vulnerable effect is permanent, practically, as long as any hero hits the guy. So at 10, it's you. If you hit the guy, the vulnerable effect gets refreshed. Past at 20, anybody. So if you shoot the tank, he's going to be permanently vulnerable as long as anybody's shooting him. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think it has like a 5-second duration or a 4-second duration. But yeah, those are the changes. Now the build that I'm running, at level 1 I picked up Viciousness, which is the increases the duration of your W by 1 second. Normally it's 3 seconds, now it's 4, which ties in perfectly with that new 16 talent, right? Where it's going to be active for 4, so your W effect is active for 4, guaranteed now. So it'll always activate, but you got to at least hit somebody, you know, once during that 4 seconds to keep it going. But it's a lot easier to keep it up because it's got the 1 second longer duration. At level 4, I pick up the stealth talent. There was one instance in this match where I did use it and juke the enemy team and got away. I think it comes up later on. It's like in the top lane or something. And you can actually pull off those good jukes with that talent. I can see the usage of the other one where it gives you block charges. But overall, I find the better ability to be the stealth, dark flight, or whatever. It just works better. Level 7, I go with Wizened Duelist for the damage stacks, just to further accentuate his already powerful damage. And I will stand by that. I mean, some people like having the increased range or whatever. Not for me. I'm not a big human range I mean, if you're going to play that, the extra range is great and all. But I go for Wizened Duelist, because even at 1 stack, it's like 3% per stack, and it has a maximum of 10 stacks, so up to 30%. 3% is still a big number for him, because his attacks are strong anyway. So even if you can't manage to get it full stacked all the time, the bonus damage is still bonus damage. It's still adding to your DPS and your kill potential. Level 10, go for the throat. Pretty standard pick. It's been the boss talent forever. I could see in competitive play you might be better off using the other one, Mark for the Kill or whatever. But that's in competitive play with a team that you know, like you tell them you're going to use this, so everybody focus whatever your target is, kind of thing. But yeah, go for the throat. Generally, the better choice of those two for just like quick matching or Hero League, unless you really have faith in that team, which I usually don't have that kind of faith in that team. So I'll just go for the sure kill rather than the let's all work together thing. At 13, I pick I think it's called On the Prowl, where it gives you a speed boost while your W is active. I really need to figure out what the hell that W is called instead of just calling it W, right? Well, I know it's around here somewhere, right? Inner Beast, yeah, Inner Beast. There you go. As long as your Inner Beast is active at 13, you'll have a 30% movement speed boost permanently as long as it's active, which makes it pretty hard to run away from you. You got such move speed, and then you of course have your Dark Flight and Disengage, where you can engage further after the cooldown and run away further. Run away further. That sounded great. Here's that juke I think I was talking about. I was pretty much dead. They were setting me up there. I guess I had higher HP than I thought I did. But I ran away successfully because I could see that they were setting up the portals behind me and everything to follow me, chase me down with low HP. So I just kind of juked back towards them. Of course, one of them followed me. They're Tyrael, but still worked out. At 16, I'm picking up the new talent. The new talent is the one I was talking about earlier with the attack speed increase after 4 seconds, which also that works in conjunction with your level 1 talent. So you have 4-second duration, so 4 seconds of 30% speed increase, and if you can manage to reset that 4 seconds, you'll also have an attack speed boost on top of your normal attack speed. So this makes him a lot more mobile. Like, he already is crazy mobile. Like, I think a Greymane would put him in like kind of the same classification as the Butcher for like auto attack damage. And the fact that they gave him the extra attack speed boosts and all that on top of what he already has, just to me seems kind of crazy. Like, he's gonna get nerfed, I would bet. But we'll see. Level 20, it's kind of a toss-up. We didn't make level 20 in this game. But if I was to actually go to level 20, and see, I got away from the explosion there, because he didn't know which way I went. If I had actually got to level 20, I probably went with the human splash damage talent, where your auto attack splash between all those people behind you. And set that up for him to pick up. The cleave damage in your Worgen form is pretty strong too. I generally don't upgrade the ultimate at 20. If I was going to, the only one I would probably upgrade would be Mark for the Kill, so that anybody can do it. So that just improves its functionality a lot. The extra dunking damage that you get for repeated throat slashes, little hard to... Like, it's not something that's going to set up all the time. It's going to be kind of one of those stars aligning moments that you would actually get the functionality out of that. So generally, getting the splash damage is really strong for wave clear, merc clear, what do you call that, like the Infernal Shrines clearing. It's amazing. And well, you really wouldn't use it that much for Immortals. You'd still go in your Worgen form for Immortals. But yeah, if you get there, there are a couple choices, and they're all good choices. He has a really strong, just all around kit. But you could tell, like, I think I would have actually done better in this game if I had done, like I said, like the game's over now. We got to 18. Would have done better in this game had I have gone with the human range build. I didn't do that much damage compared to the other guys on my team, but they're, you know, focusing range, and I kept trying to dive. So that was a misjudgment on my part, but I also wanted to do this build in the game. I did get decent kills, 1 death, and that's what he's about. Not about necessarily highest damage, but kills. But if you liked the video, subscribe, thumbs up, and come back some more, talk to me and stuff. But anyway, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.